Hey there, Contractor Kev here with Overseas Contractor Academy, and today we're going to be talking about my personal experience with leaving the military and becoming an overseas contractor. Stay tuned. Okay, so I started out on active duty. I was a chairborne ranger, deadliest finance guy in the West, or at least the most handsome, and modest, so modest. Anyway, so I left active duty and I transferred to the Guard. I mostly did this because in my state, the Guard would help cover school costs and I could still use my active duty GI Bill on top of that. And compared to active duty, the Guard was so easy. One note about leaving active duty. It can be a big decision. And in my case, I was smart and hardworking, so one of my superiors really didn't want to see me go. Rather selfishly, he tried to convince me that there was nothing out there for me, that I was better off staying in, and I was taking a big dumb risk by getting out. I think that me getting out somehow was a threat to him. Like if I did it and I was successful, it meant that he could have done the same, but he didn't. I don't know why, but me leaving seemed to trigger some insecurities in my NCOIC. So much so that when he found out I was using the Palace Chase program to get out a few months early, he literally typed up a letter to unrecommend me to the program. I had a close friend in personnel that let me know that all this was going on behind my back. So the Guard responded with, "Oh, he's a bad egg, huh? Just send us his personnel file that documents all of his misconduct and we'll have grounds to refuse his application." Of course, this presented a problem for the Blue Falcon though, because I'd never actually once been in any real trouble. So I was eventually allowed to leave. I bring this up to illustrate that leaving active duty can already be tough, and on top of that there may be people of higher rank that try to stop you for their own fucked up reasons. But if it's the right decision for you, don't let them stand in your way. God gave you your own life for a reason. It's up for you to decide what's best, not someone else. Sorry, went off on a personal tangent there. The important thing here is to make a decision, to have a plan, and to know you're doing the right thing, even when someone of a higher rank tries to stop you. So I left active duty and I went in the Guard. So for those that don't know, the typical Guard or Reserve duty is going to be 1 weekend a month and then 2 weeks at some point during the year. Well, 80% of people do it that way. But the other 20%, they're there full time and it does count as active duty. Now this is known in some circles as the 80-20 principle. Now I got in on the 20% side, so I was there full time. So I was working from Monday to Friday out on the base, plus 1 drill weekend per month as well. And I was going to school 4 nights a week for up to 4 hours at a shot. It was a really busy time in my life. But that's what paid my bills and got me through school. Eventually though, I hit that all-important 10-year point. And that's where you gotta take that long, hard look in the mirror.
Give me a really big dick.
You have to ask yourself, do I feel like doing this for another decade to try to get some retirement out of this, or do I want to take my chances in the real world? I'd finished my degree, so I decided to try my luck. For a short time, I walked away from the military. I was neither active duty nor Guard for about 18 months. It was educational. Now, I disliked some things about the military, but one thing that was never in doubt is that everyone was mostly rowing in the same direction. Military people usually support one another, except for Master Sergeant Johnson, who was a backstabbing weasel that deserved to die of gonorrhea. But mostly in the military, we looked out for one another. This was absolutely not the case in the business world. There, it was everyone for themselves. People undermined each other and screwed each other over for the dumbest reasons. Just petty shit, man. I endured it for a while, and I tried to adjust. But after almost losing my faith in humanity because of so much bullshit, I ended up getting a defense contractor job and going back to work around the military. This time, though, there was one key difference. I was getting paid $150,000 a year. Oh yeah. So there you have it, the story of how I left active duty. First I went to the Guard and I finished my degree there. Then I went out into the commercial world for a while. But then I came right back to working around the military, only this time I was making six figures. It's a nice little roadmap, really. A damn good way to walk into a six-figure income. Now, I didn't really start off planning it that way, but that's just how it sort of worked out. If I could go back and do it all again, that would be exactly my plan. And you could easily do the same. You may or may not need a degree. You may or may not need a certification. Either way, just do what you gotta do to get qualified, so then you can transition to becoming an overseas contractor. Make six figures, buy a house with cash, travel the world, and live the life. It'll set you free. The end. Hey peeps, as always, if you like what we're doing, give us a thumbs up or a comment or subscribe. Also, check out our blogs and our websites. They're in the description below. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next week. The fucking bird came in. I might have to go throw a rock at that damn thing. There we go.
Is that Master Sergeant?
Yes.
I was going to say MSGT then.
That's kind of like LBGT.
It was a bit
but
stone,
different.
it looked like magic. I would have said Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson.
Yeah?
I think we should say overseas contract.
It is a
Fuck.